In the jungle, Ethan, Jade, and Victor are moving forward when suddenly Victor stops after seeing something. The sight terrifies him so badly that he completely loses control. Ethan and Jade rush over to him only to be shocked by what they see. At that exact moment, a crow lands right next to Victor, making him panic even more. Overwhelmed with fear, he suddenly runs away. Meanwhile, Henry and Tabitha arrive at the bottle tree where they spot the boy in white. The boy tells them that they are very close to getting out, but there's very little time left. Just then, they hear Victor's voice and the boy mysteriously disappears. Both of them rush toward Victor, who is in a state of extreme hope. Henry tries to calm him down. On the other side, Boyd is sitting beside his wife Abby's grave, quietly pouring his heart out. Suddenly, a hand bursts out from the grave and grabs him, violently pulling him down into the ground. Boyd is thrown into sheer panic. The story then shifts. A few hours earlier, Elgin is sitting alone inside Colony House. Fatima walks in and Elgin tells her that if she wants, he can leave. But Fatima calmly says she just came for some water. Elgin explains that Boyd told him not to tell anyone about what happened between them, but he believes they need to finish what they started. Fatima asks if he's okay, and he admits that he's beyond fixing. She tells him this place is taking advantage of both of them, and she doesn't want to hate him. In the end, Fatima asks for his help, and after a moment, he agrees. On the other side, Boyd suddenly wakes up from a terrifying nightmare. In it, he sees his wife Abby killing everyone. He jolts awake, shaken, remembering the moment he had to kill Abby himself to save their son. The memory hits him hard, like it's happening all over again. And it gets so overwhelming that Danny even asks for a gun so she can go into the forest and end her own life. Boyd meets with Danny and asks her if she feels any regret for what she did, but she firmly denies it. Boyd warns her not to ever try hurting anyone again. Danny says she doesn't want to stay here, she wants to get out. She explains that many people have tried to escape before, but they all ended up dying horribly. Boyd insists that this time things are different, but Danny doesn't believe him. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Mari and Christy are preparing the priest's body. Kenny arrives carrying Sophia's belongings, things that once belonged to her father. Sophia asks everyone to leave. She wants to say goodbye to her father, alone. Once she's by herself, something strange happens. She leans closer to the priest's body and slowly pulls a tooth out of his mouth, revealing a disturbing hint of her unnatural strength. Elsewhere, Jade sits in his room trying to piece everything together, but nothing makes sense. Boyd walks in and Jade, frustrated, snaps. He says everything is in his head, but he just can't get it out. He starts talking about using drugs, hoping it might help him remember something, but Boyd stops him, telling him he needs to calm down first before he loses himself completely. Jade says he's willing to do whatever it takes to get out of this place, no matter the cost. Boyd warns him gathers for the funeral. Ethan says that just like his grandfather, Jim deserves respect, and that's why he's wearing those clothes. They all stand around Jim's body. Boyd steps forward, ready to speak, but suddenly, a swarm of crows descends from the sky, calling loudly. The noise is overwhelming, unnatural, and for everyone there, it becomes a terrifying moment they've never experienced before. The crows spread everywhere, covering rooftops, screaming loudly into the air. Their noise fills the entire town, and everyone present feels a deep sense of unease. A little later, everyone is gathered in the diner, eating quietly, but the atmosphere feels heavy, filled with silence and sadness. That's when Victor walks in and approaches Tabitha's family. He pulls out an old painting. In it, Jim and his family are shown arriving in their RV. The moment Tabitha sees it, her eyes fill with tears. Ethan softly thanks Victor. Ethan then asks Tabitha if he can go with Victor to Colony House. She hesitates for a moment, but eventually she agrees. Meanwhile, Sophia asks Kenny if crows have ever acted like this before, making such loud, disturbing noise. Kenny tells her no, this has never happened before. It's something completely new and unusual.
During the conversation, Sophia casually suggests that maybe things started getting worse ever since new people arrived here. Hearing this, Julie gets angry. She feels like Sophia is blaming them. A heated argument breaks out between them. Frustrated and emotional, Julie storms off. Boyd stands there, quietly processing everything, and for the first time, even he starts to question Sophia. Julie asks her mother if it's really true that everything started going wrong after they arrived. Tabitha calmly reassures her, telling her that's not true. Meanwhile, Ellis and Fatima are walking toward Colony House. Fatima says she wants to move past everything that happened, but she can't stop thinking about it. The memories keep coming back. Elsewhere, Victor takes Ethan into his room. He tells Ethan that if he ever feels scared, he can talk to him. Ethan asks about a place called the Lake of Tears, a place said to have healing power. Victor pauses, thinking. He says he doesn't know any place like that, but there is a dangerous water. Tabitha is reminded of an old painting, and it triggers something in her memory. She remembers that she once escaped this place before, through the lighthouse. That realization pushes her to make a decision. She's going back there again. Meanwhile, Julie is leaving the storage area with supplies when she runs into Randall. Randall tries to stop her, warning her not to do anything reckless. But Julie tells him something shocking. She can story walk. She explains that if she can figure it out properly, she might be able to go back into the past and save her father. After a tense moment, Randall finally agrees to help her. Elsewhere, Ethan and Jade arrive at a strange location. Jade is lying in the water in an unusual, unsettling state. Ethan looks around and says that this isn't arrive at a destroyed house. The place brings back painful memories for Julie, and she becomes emotional. Randall decides he will go down into the wreckage himself, saying the danger is too great for anyone else. Elsewhere, Sophia and Kenny talk about where she should stay. After a tense discussion, she finally decides to live with Sarah. Back at the rubble, Randall carefully goes underneath the debris. There, he discovers a bag filled with storybooks. He pauses, realizing this might mean something important. Boyd takes Danny into a storage room and tells her to treat it like a crime scene. He says she might be able to help uncover the secrets of this place. Boyd then admits something personal. Danny reminds him of his wife, Abby, and that's why he wants to protect her. Meanwhile, Tabitha leaves a letter for Donna and sets off with Henry. She says she needs to find the lighthouse again, because it might be the only way out of this place. Elsewhere, Ellis suggests that Fatima release her anger by breaking things. She does it, and for a moment, it actually helps her feel a little better. Ethan says something unsettling. Maybe the Lake of Tears isn't just a story. Maybe it's real. Meanwhile, Victor looks down into a well and sees clothing that belongs to the man in yellow. The sight terrifies him instantly, and he steps back in fear. Elsewhere, Randall spots a dead body. He's shaken, but still forces himself to take the bag. Fatima and Ellis begin working on a new plan. Meanwhile, Tabitha and Henry arrive at the bottle tree. A heated argument breaks out between them as they try to figure things out. Suddenly, the boy in white appears. At that moment, they hear Ethan's voice in the distance. And just like that, the boy in white disappears. Victor says quietly that what he saw is going to become real very soon. Something unavoidable is coming. Meanwhile, Jade finds some unusual mushrooms. He believes they might help him remember something important, something he has lost. Boyd breaks down emotionally, saying he feels like he's losing himself. Everything is slipping out of his control. Suddenly, it happens again. A hand bursts out from the grave, grabbing him, pulling him downward. Boyd struggles desperately, fighting to break free. After a terrifying moment, he manages to escape,